This is the advanced class in the Bush Class USA, making a shelter completely from the no tools and natural. And I used alder and willow to tie the tripods together, reinforce them with rocks. When I was putting on some of the bark and stuff, it got pretty heavy, so I put a mid piece in here. I don't like that because it's in the way. Got fir boughs in the base. I'm going to get some more of those probably. Got some poles I broke between trees. A couple were laying around here at this campsite already too. And it's a real decent shelter. It still take about 3.5 to 4 hours. Let me get you a little bit closer inside and take a look also. I know IA said that if you can see light underneath here and looking out over the roof, then it's not as good of a shelter, and it's hardly anything. I use pine needles as well as branches and bark. Bark was a real handy thing. Got some behind the shelter here. Let me take you around back here. Found this humongous piece of log here and just rolled it over, and it makes a good windbreak for this side because the wind comes in this side a lot of times. Here's the back. I don't know where that yellow came from a log right behind me there, but you can see I use a lot of pine needles to fill things in, and really works well. Here's the other side. But nice shelter. Doesn't supposed to rain, possible thunder showers, but I think it's clouding over. We can use a fire, but I just found out that this is a non-Forest Service designated site, and right now the fire restrictions are in and you can't have a fire. But I think I'll do pretty well in the shelter here. I build it really low, and so it's not so much airspace lost in there. And ideally I'd have a fire out front here, but I don't think it's going to be that cold. Down the 40-degree range, I hope, no colder. And should have a good night. I'll tune you in later. Okay, and it's getting dark. I kind of wanted to show you I can sleep in here and everything. I got my nice army jacket on and a good pillow and a lot of fir boughs now, and got a lantern there and a lantern there, kind of keep it lighted up for me for a while, and a flashlight here. And it's pretty cozy in here, and no daylight, so of course it's getting dark, but this is where I'll be tonight. And I'll probably put on these pants here and roll up something else, backpack for a pillow, but stretch out and be really nice here. Pretty comfy, even if it is debris shelter. But this is where I'm going to spend the night. Love it. Well, you can see the shelter in the background. I made it just fine overnight. Getting some coffee going here on the jet boil. Sure wish I could have a fire. Fire pit's right here, but not supposed to. The shelter stayed up really good, no problems at all. I did put on those pants, these right here. I needed them, and tucked all in, and it's cozy enough. had enough green boughs. I think it made a nice cushion because it didn't sleep that hard on the ground. So take you over there while the coffee's going, and you can see it's none for the wear, worse for the wear, whatever. Had my 2 lanterns going last night. I forgot to turn this one off, and about 12:30 I woke up and saw that it was going and turned it off. But yeah, it looks real good still. Can't complain. A nice shelter. I think I'll just leave it here, and hopefully no one will tear it apart and use it for wood. But beautiful area. You can see the trees over here and the creeks beyond them. We got some trees starting to turn up that way. But anyway, nice little camp.